Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Biblio Fitness. Hope everyone's made some gains and shit. I know I'm recording quite early in the morning because I just left the gym. Even on Sundays, I go to the gym really early, but I like it because I don't have to share the machines with anyone. So fuck it. Well, so I read an amazing chapter in the history of the Peloponnesian War, the Melian dialogue. And I hope I inspire people who watch this to read the history of the Peloponnesian War if you haven't already. We are fascinating motherfuckers. We're crazy. The Melian dialogue is basically a superior power blatantly displaying force upon a weaker power and just saying, like, like, without the facade of, oh, we're invading you because you did us wrong here or there, like coming up with some bullshit claims, like some just causes belly, like the Romans used to do. Like they used to like try to find an excuse to go to war, and that's why they would present you with a ridiculous ultimatum that you would never agree to. So then they could say, oh, we gave them a chance, a way out, and they didn't want to, and they said no. So yeah, and that's what the Melian dialogue is. Melos, the name of the city-state, is basically a small island going up against Athens. Athens at the peak of empire, like when it's running a whole lot of shit. It's still at war with the Spartans and the rest of the Peloponnese, of course, and their cities are starting to revolt. But they decide to take over Melos for no fucking reason. They're just like, yo, we can't let this little island remain an independent power, and we're a navy power. Like, they rely on the navy, and they're allowing these motherfuckers to remain independent. That it'll make them look bad, it'll make them look weak in front of their allies. So they gotta annex them. And that's basically what they say to the people in Melos. Like, the Melian like the Melian people, the Melian heads of government, I guess, because I believe they are also a democracy. Maybe I'm not sure, but they put them like at a private meeting on purpose to not tell them in public what they're about to say, like what I just elaborated on. And they asked him, like, dude, you're seriously invading us just for that? Like, we can't just remain neutral, be friends? And they're like, nope, it'll make us look weak, and we can't allow that. So they just start putting up their defense that they're waiting on, like, the Spartans will come and help them, and the gods will favor them and shit like that. And then the Athenians are like, they're like, exactly, like, you're relying on a land power to save you in the sea. Like, no, you're crazy. Like, why are you putting hope? Like, why are you relying on hope when you know that it's not the case? Like, basically telling them, like, you have no chance here. Like, no one's coming to save you. Don't bullshit. Like, don't think anyone's gonna come and save you. The gods are not gonna come and save you because they're following the rules of the world, that the powerful do what they want, and the weak are forced to submit. My apologies. Right through. It's just a blatant show of force, because most of the time when you read about wars, when you read about conflicts, as I was saying before with the Romans, is there has to be a just cause. There has to be a legitimate, like, a reason that can make your conflict legitimate, make your, whatever plans you have of conquest justified towards the public, towards your people, and towards yourself, I guess. But this one is basically like, fuck that. That's why I love Thucydides, because it really goes into, like, he really goes into, I feel like he was really like a serious inspiration for like Machiavelli, as he really goes deep into like the savageness of human beings, like, because like, they basically they give him a chance, and the Melians say no, and they're like, all right, basically, like, submit or die. and they decided to fight back, and they got wiped out. They killed all the young men. They killed all the men in military age and sold the women and children into slavery, not slavery, sorry, and brought people in from their city to colonize the city. So, yeah, it happens quite a bit in this book. That's that sort of thing, and constant changing of alliances. It's confusing. You have to read more than one book about this shit, I guess. Even though this is the primary source, anyways, it's Thucydides. Yeah, man. So, oh my god, bro. It's, I don't know, man. Like, fantasy books can never top what we've actually done in real life. We're crazy, bro. And the Athenians just went on their Sicilian expedition. The catastrophe that will become the Sicilian expedition. It's gonna be really good. I've read this shit before, and I remember quite a bit. Like, now that I'm reading it, shit's starting to come back, and I'm starting to remember how shit starts, like how it plays out. But it's still really good. So, just wanted to talk about that real quick, cause it's good to talk about that shit. Like, I feel like when you read, I feel like it really, at the same time, like, while it's fun, like, it's fun to speak it into existence, like, speak about it. It gets your mind rattling about it, so it's pretty cool as well. So, if you haven't still made gains, go out and make some fucking gains. Sundays is not an excuse for a rest day unless you have a rest day plan. Then obviously do what you gotta do. And I'm gonna go fucking watch out because your boy's starving. Well, catch y'all the next time, guys. Love y'all and peace.